Okay, so sports action, a photograph that increases understanding and appreciation for individual and team sports. Photographs of competitive events, not practice or informal play. Emphasis is on athletics and the commitment it takes to compete. All right. Bob, you good?
Good.
All right. So 80 pictures. Just make sure that's right. Yep. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Put that there. So, apologies for that. I think we stopped somewhere around here. Computer went into screensaver mode. Okay. All right. So we will go two to keep, or I'm sorry, not two, but one to keep it in.
Out.
Did you say out, Tim and Kathy?
Yes.
Out, out. Out,
Out.
Out.
in,
Out.
Out.
out,
Out.
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 out,
Out.
Out.
out,
Out.
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 out,
Out.
Out.
out,
Out.
Out.
out,
Out.
Out.
out,
Out.
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 out,
Out.
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 out,
In.
In.
in,
Out.
Out.
out,
Out.
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 out,
Out.
Out.
out,
Out.
Out.
out,
Out.
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 out,
Out.
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 out, sorry, I think I missed it. Say it again. Nope. Hang on. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Sorry about that. It said my internet was unstable. Can you vote on this one again? I didn't hear it.
Out.
Out.
Out,
In.
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 Out.
Out.
Is that out, Tim?
Out.
Out,
Out.
Out.
out,
Out.
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 out,
Out.
Out.
In.
in,
Out.
Out.
out,
Out.
Out.
are you out, Tim? Out,
In.
In.
in,
In.
Out.
in,
Out.
Out.
out,
Out.
Out.
out,
Out.
Out.
out,
Out.
Out.
out,
In.
Out.
in,
Out.
Out.
out,
Out.
Out.
out,
Out.
In.
in,
Out.
Out.
out,
Out.
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 out,
Out.
Out.
out,
Out.
Out.
out,
Out.
Out.
out,
Out.
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 out,
Out.
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 out,
Out.
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 out,
Out.
Out.
out,
Out.
Out.
out,
Out.
out,
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 Out.
out,
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 Out.
in,
in,
Out.
out,
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 Out.
out,
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 Out.
out,
out,
Out.
out,
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 Out.
out,
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 Out.
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 out,
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 Out.
out,
out,
In.
in,
in,
In.
in,
out,
Out.
out,
out,
Out.
out,
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 Out.
out,
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 Out.
out,
out,
Out.
out,
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 in,
in,
Out.
out,
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 Out.
out,
out,
In.
in,
in,
Out.
out,
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 Out.
out,
Out.
out,
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 Out.
out,
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 Out.
out,
out,
Out.
out,
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 Out.
out,
out,
out. Right. There's a quick look at our outs. In case there was anything else that we missed or you changed your mind about. Good?
yep,
yep,
Okay. Sweet. 13. Brutal. My God. My God.
I do
Oh.
love judging sports categories with people who shoot a lot of sports, because I know from this photographers that shoot a lot of sports on my staff how frustrated they get with contests, and they're always like, they always pick the non-sports sports photo. And I'm like, so there's a lot of good sports peak action in this
Mhm.
select.
yeah,
All right. So do you want captions on stuff? Anything you want to talk about? Anything that you need some clarification on? Do that here. Or anything that you want to point out or, you know, highlight or anything like that?
So like something that's, I guess, like for what I do, because I photograph sports so much, like I'm always, the first thing I'm looking for is the background. Obviously, like in a lot of venues, professional or college, like it's hard to like find or make clean backgrounds anymore because you just have ads all over the place,
Mhm.
or you just have people on sidelines that, you know, that otherwise are wearing, you know, bright neon green vests and things like that. And so like that can always be a struggle or a very like a difficult thing to have to overcome. The other thing is like cropping, because obviously like sometimes like you might have like a peak action picture. And there were a lot of pictures that were outed that like were peak action pictures, but like the crops were like really wonky in a way that like, I guess like because I work in an editorial space, like I couldn't crop something in certain ways and then like expect like my editors to run that. It'd be different if something might be running like in print that you can work with that with like the page designers. But I can't file it in like a weird like 16:9 crop unless I put like a specific note in there, for example.
Right.
But yeah, those are the sorts of things that I think like the hockey picture. I don't know if we have the puck in there.
Oh, we do.
This
It's
one
in
right
there,
You
here.
have the puck in
yeah.
there?
Mhm.
Right there. So like having like those sorts of things, like, you know, like in hockey, like sometimes it's really hard to get like the full body, and you do have to crop at like the midsection of a joint. So I think it's the guy for the Predators, number 64, like his ankle is kind of cropped there at the back. And sometimes like that's just like the nature of hockey. It's really hard to get a fully clean background, but the moment is really, really nice. Yeah, like again, like sports in general, it can be really hard to find clean backgrounds. So sometimes like the sliding at home picture, that one is oftentimes like you have to go like behind home plate or like somewhere between like home and first, and maybe you're in like the 100 section and with like a long lens so you can clean up the net that's behind there. That's how you can clean up and make a really nice picture. And then having the ball there, like kind of like being bobbled, those are the sorts of pictures that I guess like for what I do and for who I work for, like those are the pictures that they expect us to bring back on a regular basis.
So are you looking for something that's more unexpected then than just, you know, a home plate?
A little bit. So, and obviously like in every venue, like I said, every venue, every, you know, setup has its challenges. So I think like there's that fumble picture, I think it's the second one.
Mm-hmm.
That like I don't know like the full scenario of like, you know, I think like the helmet on the left is a little soft. It's a little soft, but also like I understand that like not everybody and not every publication has a 400-2.8 to give to their staffers.
Mm-hmm.
So like in those sorts of situations, I do kind of give benefit of the doubt for now, and then like as we whittle it down, I might be a little bit more nitpicky than I already am being.
No, I mean, we did blow by some really nice peak action pictures.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay.
You know, I think one of the photos that does stand out to me is the tennis photo.
Yeah, let me pull it up.
You know, just really beautiful form. I'm assuming he's going for a backhand shot. You know, chasing it as opposed to.
Do you want to read the caption and see?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Gail Monfils, France, returns a shot in the first set of a match against Audrey Rublev in the Western and Southern Open at the Lindner Family Tennis Center in Mason, Ohio on Thursday, August 19th, 2021.
Yeah. But yeah, it jumps off the screen for sure.
Mhm.
You know, it's like that balance between, because I think this idea of background and making clean, compositionally interesting pictures as opposed to just peak action pictures is really a challenge.
Mhm.
for sports photographers, and so the picture has to, at least for, I think for contest, have to go to that next level, that the photographer sought out a spot or was adept enough to see the light or catch that action in a different way. And you can't do that all the time because you are restricted by where you can be or where you can go, but what kind of thinking is going beyond just reacting to what's on the court? Because there's the skill, that's the understanding of the team, the players, all of that goes into being able to capture great, who's going to be the guy that's going to get the ball and that play when they're, at, third and goal or whatever it might be. If you know your team, who is the go ahead guy and what the play might even be. And, but then, are you thinking about other things too around the game, which I think is important.
Angie, what about you? Do you have any thoughts?
Yeah, I agree with all of that. Yeah, there's a lot of excellent peak action in here, but maybe some that are maybe cropped a little like too close. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
The second one, maybe.
Yeah, that might not be a lens thing that we're seeing. It might be a degradation because it was cropped in really tight.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Okay. Do the three of you want to do another round of voting with 2 this time?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. All right. 2 to keep it in.
Out.
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 In.
Out.
In.
In.
Out.
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 In.
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 Out.
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 In.
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 In. Okay. That's progress right there. Do you want captions on all these? Or do you want to just kind of say that, these are at least HMs, or start ordering stuff?
So these are all HMs,
Yeah, I would say.
at least. Yeah. The most actiony to me seems like that third one.
This one right here.
Mm-hmm.
Do a little quick arrangement right here. Yep, that one right there. That was random, by the way. I didn't do that on purpose. Why?
I do like the last one a lot. I just like the kind of the circular motion of
Mm-hmm.
both their arms, their body language. I think it's a really, really well done action photo. A lot of times you'll get the stealing home or the, sliding into. The way his body is curving to avoid the tag is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It's all like one, like the arms are all one fluid motion.
Mm-hmm.
I really, and again, like, these are the sorts of situations where, like, you know, you might be at, like, this might be a high school baseball game that they don't, like, it's not always pretty. You might not get really good light, or the backgrounds aren't, especially at baseball, like, the backgrounds aren't always going to be clean. But when you make really nice action pictures like that, that's okay.
Yeah. No, that's a top-notch high school sports picture.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to start putting stuff in first, second, third positions?
For me, the tennis picture should be in the top 3.
Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Anything else that we think should be in the top 3? I know, Angie, you had mentioned this one right here. You know,
And that,
this one, this one, and this one would be the other 3 that haven't been mentioned.
yeah, that last baseball one,
Yeah.
I like as well for top 3.
And the tennis one.
I think the hockey photo and the other sliding into base one would be perfectly fine HMs. I think our top 3 are in the 3 positions. It's just ordering them now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So do you want to vote on these 2 for HMs right now?
Sure.
Say,
Yeah.
Okay. So this one for honorable mention,
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
honorable mention, and this one as well.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So now we kind of got that out of the way. And now we're looking at these 3 here.
I like that.
What's that, Tim?
I keep wanting to order it like it's a portfolio, and I know that's not.
Oh, so well.
I do like these placements, because again, like, the baseball sliding at home, that one has, like, it's 2 different moments happening at the same time.
Yes.
And, like, when you're able to get that in one picture, that is money every time.
Yeah.
And the other one, the tag, again, being able to make those sorts of pictures, like for, like, your local community, like, that is really important.
Mhm.
Just it's a good peak action moment.
Mhm.
Maybe, like, a little crop on, like, that right hand side, that little bit of white, but otherwise,
Mhm.
it's a fine picture.
And this is just good seeing, right?
Mhm.
Like putting yourself in a place, and then the light is just the way you needed it to be that day. I'd be thrilled if I came home with that.
Yeah.
Any one of these pictures.
Okay. So it kind of sounds like we're consensus-ing. Do we want to make, like, a formal first place, second, third nomination here?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
So we'll just vote on these in this order. So this one for first.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. First place. Second place.
Yes.
Yes.
Second place. And
Yeah.
third place.
Yep.
Perfect. All right. Stuff